Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Southern Rounds here on a Wednesday night. My name is Dave Kennedy, and I'll be your host for the evening. Y'all, we have a great lineup here for you. Real quickly, Will, who was supposed to be our third in the round tonight, he had been at the studio all afternoon and got called away at the last minute. So he's going to miss the show tonight. We're going to bring him back really, really soon. And so you guys are going to have to tolerate the old host Dave stepping in on this round. So I'm gonna play a few songs. I hope that's okay with everybody. But we've got Levi Lowrey, we've got David Tolliver here. We're gonna have a really good time. I'm gonna let Levi kick it off here tonight for us. How you doing, my brother?
I've been great, man. How about you?
Man, if I was doing any better, they'd have to put me in the nut house. We're doing pretty good. It's December. It's almost Christmas time.
It feels like that. It feels like almost Christmas time.
It does. It's starting to anyway.
70 degrees out. It's great.
Right? No, I'm not holding my breath for a Bing Crosby this year, but that's okay.
Oh my God.
We're just gonna cut up and have a good old
Yeah,
time here.
we
folks.
are. You know,
Y'all
for
just
those-
better hold on this one.
We're going to apologize ahead of time.
But no,
For
we
those that
got
don't
Levi.
know-
We got Levi coming in from Georgia, y'all. Man, he's one of my favorite songwriters. He's one of my favorite people to listen to. He's one of my favorite songwriters to write with. Every time we get together and write, man, I feel like we're done in like an hour with a song that I love.
We've come with some good ones, man. We need to do it again. It's my fault that we haven't. I've been a little antisocial, but
It's not your fault, but I'm gonna let you take the blame for it because that's what kind of guy I am.
this is the last one we wrote together. I'll do that.
Yeah, buddy.
The apple looked up to the tree, said, "When you gonna let go of me? You've been hanging on for so long now. It's time for me to fall. It's time for me to fall." The tree looked down at the apple green, said, "Falling sun ain't all it seems. Well, it's a long way down and that ground is hard. Let me hold you for a while. Let me hold you for a while. 'Cause when the strong wind blows and the rain comes down, it's me who keeps you safe and sound. Let me plant one seed there in your heart. You can roll away, but don't roll far. Roll away, but don't roll far. The apple looked up to the tree so high, said, "I did not know I could not fly. Where am I supposed to go from here? There ain't no place left to fall. No place left to fall." The tree looked down at the apple red, told the apple boy, "Just use your head. The way to grow up strong and tall is right there in your heart. It's right there in your heart. When the strong wind blows and the rain comes down, it's me who keeps you safe and sound. Let me plant one seed there in your heart. You can roll away, but don't roll far. Roll away, but don't roll far." The apple looked down at the tree, said, "I ain't ready yet for you to leave." The tree looked up and said, "Can't you see? You got branches of your own. You got branches of your own. When the strong wind blows and the rain comes down, it's me who keeps you safe and sound. Let me plant one seed there in your heart. You can roll away, but don't roll far. Roll away, but don't roll far. You can roll looked up to the tree, said, when you gonna let go of me?
Man,
I love that song,
that's
man.
great.
Me too, man. Me too.
We got together, Levi. That's one we wrote over Zoom. Zoom writing was not the easiest thing in the world. And it's,
No.
and in the grand scheme of things, I think you guys will probably agree with me. Like, if the worst thing that happened to you last year is you had to Zoom write, we're all doing pretty well.
True.
Yeah, you didn't have to wear pants.
Exactly.
That's
That
great.
was definitely the highlight of that.
I don't think you're still you probably aren't wearing pants right now, are you, Dave?
Oh, you gonna call me out for it?
No.
It's Christmas time. I'm wearing my Charlie Brown pants over here right now. I scooted my chair up a little bit closer so I wouldn't get caught. But Dave's gonna call me out. That's what I get for us not having seen each other.
Brothers got to shout.
It takes more than a pair of Charlie Brown pants to embarrass me, buddy.
That was great, Levi. I love that song, guys.
Man, it's a great song. Levi brought that idea to the table, man, and we just. It's maybe my favorite song that I wrote this past year, man.
Mine for sure.
Give things like that a personality, and I think that's some of the best songs.
I know, man. It just fell in the right place that day, man, and I really appreciate you bringing that to the table. Well, up next, y'all, we got Dave Kennedy here from Nolensville, Tennessee. Dave, how you doing tonight? Dave, I'm doing pretty good, man. How about you? I can't complain a whole.
We could have introduced you.
Man, I'm the host. That's my job. Like I say, folks, we're just going to have a good old time tonight. But I'm going to step in right here. We're going to let Dave Tolliver take this thing to the house at the end of the show, and we're going to let him swim anchor today.
It's going to be adequate.
But I had somebody message me asking for this song specifically, so I'm going to play it. It's probably a true story. It was like this. Well, I was just drunk. I got to thinking about the past. Guess I was wondering a little too loud why our love didn't last. Half laying on the bar and damn near lying on the floor, trying to figure out just how I ended up tossed right out the door. They said I was wasted, stoned right out of my mind. They told me I was loaded and liquored up, strung out, hammered and blind. Sat me down on a sidewalk. They threw my keys in the trunk. But they got me all wrong. I wasn't too far gone. I was just drunk. I seen you shaking your head. I was trying to find a way to take back all those hateful things that we said. But the grass, it ain't greener in this gray parking lot. You told me there wasn't any way to drink away yesterday, but I gave it my best shot. They said I was wasted and stoned right out of my mind. They told me I was loaded and liquored up, strung out, hammered and blind. Sat me down on the side threw my keys in the trunk. But they got me all wrong. I wasn't too far gone. I was just drunk. This is the part of the song if y'all come to see us play in 2022 at a live show where Levi will play the most amazing, heartbreaking fiddle solo that you've ever heard. But for now, I'm just going to talk over it. It's the best way for me to deal with silence. They said I was wasted and stoned right out of my mind, and told me I was loaded and liquored up, strung out, hammered and blind. Sat me down on the sidewalk and threw my keys in the trunk. But they got me all wrong. I wasn't too far gone. I was just drunk. Yeah, they got me all wrong. I wasn't too far gone. I was just drunk.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That's probably a true story there.
Why are you so loud?
Man, I'm saying all I do is I turn this thing all the way down. I don't even have a soundboard turned on.
Dude, you sound great.
Thanks, man. Like I told you, dude, it's just being loud.
It's uncalled for. I mean, it's uncalled for. They have to follow that
Buddy,
that loudness.
here's
that anger.
the thing, man.
Hatred.
Just terrible.
Terrible.
Well, I appreciate y'all listening to that song. Like I say, I love playing that song, and thanks for the request there. And
That's a hit song, man.
Yep.
I think so.
Agreed.
I think it's a hit song if Dave Kennedy's singing it. That's what I think.
Well,
100%.
Well, I'm gonna keep singing it because it's fun to be loud sometimes.
Yeah.
Dave Tolliver, I haven't seen you in far too long, buddy. How have you been, man?
I'm doing well. I just actually just signed another deal over with Lee Bryce and Curb, and I'm pretty excited about that. And
Now,
looking forward.
For our audience, what kind of a deal did you sign?
It's a
And tell us
publishing
little
deal
bit about
with other options. Yeah, and it's great to be working with Lee. I've known Lee for 20 years, and
That's great.
we came up in the business together. And excuse me, to have him involved in my career is great, and hopefully there's good things to come in the next few years, and hopefully I'll, I'm just excited about it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
man.
you.
We're
Thank
excited
you.
for you, buddy, man. That's incredible.
Thank
y'all.
you. And I want to start out by saying, if everybody would just throw some prayers up to my home state of Kentucky for we've gone through some bad mojo up there. The tornadoes came through and just leveled some towns, and I know there's a lot of people hurting. And I'm going to donate tonight from what you guys tip and everything else to the relief up there. I just felt led to do that, and I hope that we can make a difference. And if you can, hit the Red Cross, whatever the organizations are up there, just find them out, search them out, and please help, because they really need it.
Good reminder for us all to love our neighbors, man.
Yeah,
It's been a hard couple of years. It's been a couple of years where it feels like we're drifting apart more than we're drifting together. And I might be wrong, but I do think there's more that makes us alike than what makes us different. So
100%, man. And I've just seen the love from different states and even universities. I mean, people and even different coaches because Kentucky's a huge basketball state, and some of the teams we play in conference are throwing a bunch of money, and it warms, and it feels like people are coming together.
That's great.
And it's a shame that it takes a tragedy like that for that to happen. But
that's right.
Lord works in mysterious ways, and I guess that's one of the things.
I hear you, buddy.
Yeah, but
what you gonna pick? What you gonna pick for us now, buddy? Tell us
So this is a new old song.
Love that.
I wrote it with Brandon Kenny. Brandon's had a few number ones. He's had some stuff out on different people, Aldine, and believe it or not, Aldine's had this song on hold for a bit now, which in our world means absolutely nothing. But it's one of my favorites I've written in the past little bit, and I've played it quite a bit, and it's starting to grow on me even more now. It's called "The Bottle of You."
All right.
Splash of water on my face, trying to wash off my mistakes before this day starts coming down. Make another promise to myself, setting myself up to fail on this damned old merry-go-round. And every day is like home. It ain't funny how things don't change. Might be different, but still the same. I still lose. And you got me thinking, oh, there's no right in this wrong. Girl, you might be gone, but I still have to choose. A bottle or you. By the time that sun falls, you got me back against the wall. Your memories throwing punches I can't take. So I tell myself just one, yeah, that ought to get it done. Knowing damn well that you're stronger than one drink, and every day is like, whoa. It ain't funny how things don't change. Might be different, but still the same. Well, I still lose. And you got me thinking, oh, there's no right in this wrong. Girl, you might be gone, but I still have to choose. The bottle or you. Every day is like, oh, it ain't funny how things don't change. Might be different, but still the same. Well, I still lose. And you got me thinking, oh, there's no right in this wrong. Girl, you might be gone, but I still have to choose. Why are you? Why are you? Why are you? Splash of water on my face, trying to wash off my mistakes before this day starts coming down.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you.
That's a great song.
Love that, man.
Thanks, guys. Oh, made me happy. Was that me?
That was me, probably.
Who
I
knows?
dropped something over here. Sorry. I heard you. You were playing that earlier when we were sound checking, and it's one of the. It sounded familiar, like I had heard it on the radio or something before.
Man, I wish you had.
And but it's got that. But it's got that catchy thing to it, man. It kind of people will be humming that for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Man, thank you so much. It is. I mean, it's such a simple song, but it makes me feel good when I play it, even though it's sad. But that's just
no, that's okay. The simple ones, man. To me, if you can, that's what's to me. And I'll go off on a tiny tangent. What's so cool about music, and especially to me, is like you've got a set amount of time. Like in other times of expression, a painting can be as large or as small a canvas as you want it to. A movie can last, however many hours of a song, you've got a pretty finite amount of time.
Yeah.
And so those simple ones where you're able to say so much in 3 minutes, but make it feel like something you've heard before, that's the secret.
That is the thing, man. I mean, you look back at some of the great writers, the Christophersons and Will Nelson and those guys. They didn't use fancy words; they used simple words. And they used old speak, and that's the one thing that I try to incorporate in my writing is to try to put that old language into it, because simple words mean more than fancy phrases sometimes. And it's exactly what you said. Those are the best songs, and sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes a day, but when you get that magic, that's the best thing.
Just struggling so hard to just keep things simple,
dude.
It doesn't feel like it should be as hard as it is sometimes, but man, it's
that's like Hemingway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly,
he believed in the one true sentence.
Yes.
And
yes,
I've always kept that in mind with writing too. Sounds like you do as well.
Yeah.
And he would go back and proofread his stuff just to delete adjectives.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
So y'all heard it here first, folks. Levi Lowrey comparing himself to Ernest Hemingway. Right there.
That's good.
Hey, buddy, you're my Hemingway, Levi Lowrey.
Jesus.
What do you got for us, buddy?
I don't know. Nothing brilliant.
He's gonna play the For Whom the Bell Tolls real quickly for us all.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! For y'all that don't know, Levi's coming at us from Georgia. We're gonna be celebrating for a whole year over that Braves World Series, aren't we, buddy?
Oh man!
They've already pulled out placemats and pennants and everything.
We've been showing off all kinds of stuff already.
I don't know if you could tell, but you see, this one's a special.
I see the hat.
It's got the holly on it, and then it's got the '95 World Series.
I love that
on there.
Look at you going decades.
But I've got like 4, current championship hats upstairs too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I still can't believe it.
I know, man. I'm right there with you.
I mean, even at the All-Star break, I wouldn't have believed it. You know what
I
mean?
Not at all.
It's crazy. Sorry.
Now let's just go sign Freddie Freeman.
Exactly. It was
welcome back to Sports Center, yo.
Yeah, right.
About the 7th inning, I was watching with my buddy Blaine. I was like, that guy's champagne bottle better be wrapped in a contract.
Well, for everybody outside of the Southeast, we're going to get back to the music now and let Levi play his song.
Oh, man, Braves country is worldwide, dude.
That's what I'm saying, man.
All right, yeah, here's the song. Well, my family tree looks a little more like weeds. You can't judge a fruit until you look hard at the seeds. Well, I ain't saying I ain't nothing. I know I'm more than that. I climbed 1,000 barbed wire fences to wind up where I'm at. I keep running, they keep wrapping around my knees. Weeds. I got all these vices, they're smart as they are strong. And they just come on creeping back every time I think they're gone. Well, I'm a sucker for a good time. I'm good at being bad. I'm a sneaky SOB. And I need what I can't have. Well, it's a hunger I keep trying not to feed. Lord, won't you have mercy on this poor old heart of mine? I keep falling down and getting up. I'm tangled up in trying. I guess what I'm saying is we all wind up in dirt. We're all pushing through the something that makes the pushing hurt. Well, ain't it funny how a blade of grass can cut right through the ice? Ain't it crazy how you cut it down, it always comes back twice? Well, ain't it funny how they fight like you and me? Lord, won't you have mercy on this poor old heart I'm tangled up in trying. Na, 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 na. I wrote this part. Na, 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 na. Just trying to keep it simple, man. Na, 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 na.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, buddy.
That's great.
Just keep
That
it
is
simple.
that is a Levi Lowrey song if I ever heard one.
So
And I've
we
heard
moved
one or
from
two.
apples to weeds now. I like it.
Yes, sir.
You gonna go through all vegetation?
Levi just goes to the produce
I
department
might.
at his local
Might.
grocery store when he needs a song
That's his
idea.
inspiration.
His next one's going to be about potatoes.
Got eyes.
Yeah, so they got too many eyes.
That's great, man.
Sometimes you grow them in shit, you know, it's all kinds of stuff.
Can you say the S word on here?
We're
Yeah.
PG-13 around
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Cool.
We try
Cool.
to be.
So it's like a Disney movie. I got you.
Exactly, but not if you have the kid, you know, the parental control on there.
Okay.
You got to get into the Mandalorian area. We're just giving all kinds of shout outs to people who don't sponsor us.
I'm telling you, I'm so sorry. I said that big D word.
Hey, you know what? That's okay. Because it's the end of the year. It's Christmas time. We got folks watching y'all right now. Folks in Nashville and Rochester, Virginia, Houston, New York City, upstate New York, Long Island. I know there's some folks from East Tennessee. There's some folks from North Carolina tuning in tonight. So we appreciate you guys hanging out here with us. And we're going to keep on playing. I guess that puts me on deck or
Yes, it
up the
does.
bat right now, doesn't it? I'll
Yes,
tell you
sir.
what. I'm going to do y'all a song. I don't think I've ever played this one before, but I wrote it about this time last year with a guy named Adam Hood, who's
He's decent.
he's all right. You know, we're going to have him back here sometime.
He's adequate.
Bethlehem, Georgia. You know, that's a perfect segue into this song.
Who's in Bethlehem, Georgia?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just got
Jesus.
just popped up over here, the Bethlehem, GA.
That's where my kids go to school.
In the city?
Well,
Yeah,
maybe it's-
Bethlehem, Georgia.
Well, it might be your wife that's watching, Levi.
Well, we live a little bit outside of there.
Well, fair enough. But
Are your
anyhow,
kids there right now?
I don't know.
You don't know where your kids are?
I don't know where I've been in here for the last 4 hours.
it might be the whole ninth grade watching us right now. You
It
don't
might
know.
be. I don't know. Shit, it might.
But this is one that Adam and I sat is about almost exactly a year ago, and my goal one day, and one of my goals is I want to get a Christmas song cut by somebody. Just if for no other reason than them damn things last forever.
Yeah, they do. It's like
And
luggage.
and I've tried a couple times, but we Adam is man, he just has his own thing, his own groove. And so this song we wrote called Christmas City, USA. And it goes, I'm going to try to play. I can't play it like Adam, but we're going to try it. Well, it's finally Christmas, another year gone. Spent the whole time sad and alone. We wrap the presents, it's getting late. Now it's time to celebrate. Ain't nothing wrong with a silent night, but we're in the spirit. Let's do it right. Bells are ringing, guitar slinging. Got it feeling like a holiday. Angels singing, mistletoe swinging. Christmas City, USA. Out here in Christmas City, USA. For 11 months, it's a sleepy little town. When the tree goes up, you know it's going down. Silver bells is fine to sing, but why don't we dance while we're caroling? Bells are ringing, guitar slinging. We got it feeling like a holiday, yeah. Angels singing, mistletoe swinging, Christmas City, USA. Down in Christmas City, USA. North Pole, Oklahoma, Snowflake, Arizona, down to Bethlehem, GA, Santa Claus, Indiana, Nazareth, Pennsylvania, Mistletoe, Kentucky, ain't too far away. Bells are ringing, guitar slanging, oh, we got it feeling like a holiday. Angels singing, mistletoe swinging, Christmas City, USA. Them lights are twinkling red and green, and Santa Claus is on his way. Get your Chris a kringling, your jangle jangling, Christmas City, USA. Out here in Christmas City, USA. It's silent night, holy night.
Yeah, man.
Christmas City, USA, y'all.
Look at you throwing a bunch of states and names
was
of
great.
cities in it. In.
Man, we just sat there, and the internet's a wonderful thing. We
It
just
really
sat there
is.
looking up every Christmas town we could come up with, and
If you're
finding a way to
starting,
make them rhyme.
if you're a songwriter starting out, Rhyme Zone and Google
Yeah.
are your two best things, man.
That's true. It's a fact. There was a time in my life I felt like that was cheating.
It's
It was
not.
like, but it's totally not. And I read that Bruce Springsteen wrote "Blinded by the Light," basically just looking at a rhyming dictionary.
Yeah.
And my rule is, if it's okay for Bruce Springsteen, then who am I to criticize
Yeah.
that? You know what I mean?
You can't argue with the boss, man.
Exactly. I mean, you can, but you'll get fired real fast.
Exactly.
So I have a Christmas song for y'all. I might play another one later on. We're just having a good old time here, y'all.
I was looking at McCadenville, North Carolina is the official. They call themselves Christmas Town, USA.
McCadenville.
McCadenville, North Carolina, and their 2021 schedule is December 1st through the 26th.
Well, unfortunately, I couldn't find a good rhyme for McCadenville. So nothing against the citizens of that fine town, but we just couldn't find something that rhymed with it, and we only had like 3 minutes to get it done. So
I'm telling you, looking at the pictures, I think we might have to go drive through this place.
might
I
be
know
the
what
spot,
they named
huh?
that place.
McCadenville, North Carolina, everybody.
Well, once again, y'all,
Not a sponsor.
everybody who's tuning in, we appreciate you guys listening. To the folks who come out every week, man, we cannot thank you guys enough for tuning in each week. This has been such a blessing, at least to me, over the last couple of years, to have an outlet, especially during those times where we really could not at all get out and play. So thank all you guys, and any contributions you make tonight are going to the artists. I know that David's sending money out to Kentucky. I'm happy to do the same, buddy. You just tell me where to send it, man.
I'll do the same as well.
Oh, guys,
So whatever you guys send in,
Yeah.
we're going to make sure the folks who have been hurt by this tornado up in Kentucky
thank
get
you
that
guys.
tonight.
I mean,
So man.
that's amazing.
Well, that's
I
what
didn't
we
expect
do.
you guys to do it, but you're wonderful people for that.
Well, that's what we do, brother. That's we
you,
support each other, and we love to support other songwriters and other artists on this show. But we support our neighbors too.
Yes.
And speaking of which, David, what you got? What are you gonna play for us now,
Man,
buddy?
I'm gonna play a song that I wrote. It's one of my favorite songs I've ever written. I wrote it with Travis Meadows and Jeremy Spillman, Travis is one of my
Damn,
favorites.
dude.
He's just
Yeah.
salty earth person. He's got a lot of wisdom and a lot of rhyme and a lot of wonderful. He uses those old words. He uses simple words, and he's one of my favorite songwriters. And Jeremy Spillman, I mean, good Lord, he's a buddy from Kentucky, and I've known Jeremy for the better part of 20 years, and he's had a bunch of Eric Church hits, and he's a wonderful person. And but this song I wrote it one day and then didn't think about it for a while, and they were like, hey, Ronnie Dunn wants to cut this song. And I'm like, oh, Brooks and Dunn, huh? No, just Ronnie. I'm like, cool, that's fine. So it went on a while, and Ronnie was going to go in the studio, and then George Strait heard it. And then what do you do in that situation? Well, you call Ronnie and be like, hey, bro. Well, I didn't call him bro. Somebody else called him and was like, hey, look, George Strait wants to cut this song, which cutting, if for the newbies out there, means recording the song. I know I sometimes don't explain things very well. But anyway, so George was going to go in and cut in the next couple of weeks, and he went in, and it came down. He had almost finished his album, and he had one spot left. And it was between my song and a song he wrote with his son. So you imagine what happened there. So Ronnie wasn't
nepotism, buddy.
Yeah, dude. Ronnie was done cutting, and then Winona Judd somehow heard it, and I got a Winona cut.
That's awesome,
right? I mean, Ashland, Kentucky girl, and you know, it's a wonderful song. It's a great story song, and it goes just like this. Well, they were two of a kind for the longest time, but not too long ago. Evelyn's eyes were a fire in the sky where there would have just been a hole. Steady as a rocking chair, honest as a grandma's prayer. Now he's lonely as the night is long, with her gone. But Jesus and a jukebox brings comfort to his soul. One says he'll see her again, one helps him let her go. He carries that old cross right down to the last bar on the block. Praise the Lord and thank God for Jesus and a jukebox. Jesus and a jukebox. Well, Miss Evelyn tried her whole life to make the old man believe there ain't nothing wrong with Keith Wedley songs, but it ain't all you're gonna need. Give a man a lot of hurt, and he'll learn a different kind of verse. Ain't it funny what he's leading on? Oh, with her cold, 'cause Jesus and a jukebox brings comfort to his soul. One says he'll see her again, one helps him let her go. He carries that old cross right down to the last bar on the block. Praise the Lord and thank God for Jesus and a jukebox. Jesus and a jukebox. Watch him drop a quarter in, top it off with an egg. 'Cause Jesus and a jukebox brings comfort to his soul. One says he'll see her again, one helps him let her go. He carries that old cross right down to the last bar on the block. Praise the Lord and thank God for Jesus and a jukebox. Jesus and a jukebox. Jesus and a jukebox.
He had three legends fighting over that one, y'all.
One of them won.
Three legends fighting over that one is what I'm talking about, buddy. That's how you know you got something right there.
Man, it was a very proud moment for me, and I'm very proud of the song. I'm very happy about it, and the fact that a girl from Kentucky, recorded it was great. And I'm proud that Winona went out and she sang the tar out of it, of course.
That's what she does, buddy. It ain't a hobby for her,
No, brother. No. she's one of the good ones, man.
Yeah, she's fantastic, man. And always has been. In every iteration of her career, she's been freaking awesome.
Yep.
We're going to get back to old Levi Lowrey down here. How you
I didn't know that you were on that song, man. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you. You've heard that you've heard that one before, eh?
Well, Travis is a very dear friend of mine.
Oh,
that's really
dude.
Cool.
Thank
really
you,
cool.
Man. Like I said, he's one of my favorites. I mean, his story is something ridiculous, and I know he's been going through some things lately, and throw some prayers out for him. And
for sure,
that's right. He's one of my favorite songwriters of all time.
Yeah. Mine too, man. Mine too. Well, actually, the last song "Weeds" I wrote with Travis.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Yeah, look you there.
It's kindred, man.
Yeah, man, that's really cool. I'll do another one I wrote with Travis.
Perfect. Let's just do Travis Meadows' song tonight.
I'm in the tuning for it now. Yeah.
The key of sin.
Let's see here. Need to clean up this old house. Need to take the garbage out. Boy's coming over for the weekend. Can't wait to see him. We'll order out and watch cartoons. Build a big old fort in the living room. He's only 8 years old. He don't know. I stay home a lot, alone a lot. I try to turn the lights off around 10 o'clock. Read some, get my needs some. Don't know what to do with all this freedom. TV keeps me company when he's gone. Learning how to live alone. My old friends don't come around. We all choose sides when the ship goes down. I outgrew my reputation on vacation. Ain't had a drink in 7 months. Tell the truth, I ain't wanted one. The holidays got pretty rough though. I came so close. I stay home a lot, alone a lot. I try to turn the lights off around 10 o'clock. Read some, try to hit my knees some. Don't know what to do with all this freedom. Sleep better with the TV on. Learning how to live alone every night might be just what I need. I think this whole thing could wind up being good for me. Sleep good, eating pretty good. I'm doing better than I thought I ever would. Read some, try to hit my knees some. I pay my health a little more attention. At this point it don't matter who was wrong. It's time for growing up, moving on. Learning how to live alone.
Golly, dude. That is so
I mean, the man's a professional, you know.
that is amazing. Man, that's such a good song.
Thanks,
I
man.
got the chili bumps, man. That's just
That was, I mean, it's all about him. You know, it's,
yeah.
he was working on that record, Killing Uncle Buzzy, in the basement at Universal Publishing.
Wow.
And he was making that album, and it came to the end of it, and I was writing with him a little bit here and there, and I was like, we need one song at the end to let people know you're not going to kill yourselves
Well,
or kill yourself. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so that's the one that we came up with and threw it on. It's the last track on that record, and I'm honored to be a small part of that record for sure. It's one of my favorites.
That's great. And you guys, I mean, out there in the internet world, go check Travis out. Check his stuff out.
Yeah.
You know, go listen to his solo albums and just learn his story, man. He's such an inspiring person, and I mean, where he came from to where he is now is just it's a wonderful thing. And I mean, he has blessed us both with great songs, and that was very powerful, man. Thank you for that.
Oh, yeah, for anybody who out there who tunes in going, man, I need to find somebody new to listen to. What's out there that I hadn't heard before? That's Travis Meadows. Go check that out for sure. You won't be disappointed. Whatever kind of if you're listening to this show right now, you're watching this, I guarantee you,
for sure,
it'll be worth it.
Exactly.
Well, I'll tell you what, I just got a message here that we've got. This is a really cool message we just got here, y'all, from Kenneth Boring. It said, so excited to listen to you boys play. I have to get some sleep, but I'll listen to you tomorrow. Thank you all for doing what you do, and happy holidays to everyone in the studio.
Absolutely.
It makes my truck driving go so much better when I have great music to listen to. So, we appreciate you, Kenneth. We appreciate everybody tuning in. And if y'all are tuned in, we hope that you're watching. We hope you're watching us if you can on YouTube, and I hope that you'll click the subscribe button. That not only helps us out, but it's also going to help us keep you guys up to date on the lineups that are coming in and future shows. And we've got lots of clips from past shows on there. And so I know next week, the next show in 2 weeks, we're going to be running basically kind of a best of the last year to a certain degree. So you guys are going to hear all kinds of different artists that we've had on the show. So thank you guys for tuning in. And the one thing I should have been doing during all this time is figuring out what I was going to play next.
You didn't have that one in your head?
No, I was just sitting here.
I'm just doing my best to play songs. Man, the temperature. I don't know if it's got everybody else. The temperature changing just wears me out. Wears this out. Nashville's bad enough as it is with sinuses.
Yeah.
And when you add on a 20 or 30 degree temperature jump within a day.
Yeah. Hey, it's 70. Hey, it's 40. Hey, it's 70 again.
I can't deal with it, man. I'm going to move. I'm going to go to Arizona. I'm Doc Holliday. I'm going to get out.
You don't want to move to those dry climates as a singer, buddy. You just got to move south and you just got to deal with the humidity. It's better.
I want a split difference, Dave. I want a little bit and not so much, you know.
Well, if you find it, tell us where, and we won't tell anybody else. All right. You know what I mean? If you find that perfect spot, let's all keep it a secret from everybody except us.
Exactly.
I think it's San Diego.
San Diego.
Well, I was getting ready to make the same.
Don't you do it?
You're not going to do it?
No, it's okay. I think it's St. Diego, right?
St. Diego, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, y'all. I'll play a song. When we come down here to do these shows and you leave and you have kids. My oldest daughter, if you ask her what I do, she says, Daddy fixes things around the house, which is what I spend a lot of time doing. And I guess she just, because she doesn't ever really come out to shows a whole lot, she's not old enough yet. But we'll tell her from time to time if I'm out of town or when I come down here into the studio to host or play on the show, I'm out here singing Daddy songs. And so usually what that means for her is, cool, you're not here tonight. I can go sleep in your bed with Mama. I have to be like, no, I'll be upstairs after you go to bed, but I would still like to sleep in my own bed tonight if that's not too much trouble for you, 6-year-old. So she asked tonight, she was like, where are you going tonight? I said, well, I'm just going to go down in my office, but I'm hosting a show and I'll play some songs. She said, oh, you going to play the song you wrote about me? I said, well, I guess I am now.
Oh.
So I wrote, and a lot of y'all have heard this story before, but several years ago, I was out on the road with some guys who are Southern Rounds alumni, whatever.
Alumni?
Who have played Southern Rounds before. Veterans, we call them. And we were doing this exact same thing. We were doing a songwriter round kind of out on the road. And that first song I played, I was just drunk. I had lived that song the night before. And I was driving in between Alabama and Georgia on the way to Riley Green's place. We were going to go play a little show out there at on some property he had. And I was by myself riding and missing home. Come on. Come over here. You're okay.
Oh, Lord.
Will you come over here and say hi?
Is this her?
She's decided not to. That's okay. That's okay. But that was Alice who just came in, so I wrote this song about her.
Oh.
And it goes like, if y'all had seen her, you would notice that she has her daddy's eyes. Like this. As I close my eyes, when the day is done, somewhere in my mind, I still see someone. Suddenly my heart is full as it can be, with my own two eyes looking back at me. They don't have my scars, and their lines are few. Love you, baby. They're not green or gray, somehow not quite blue. But make no mistake, they can only be my own two eyes looking back at me. We're going to time it where she comes in during the instrumental interlude next time, because I'm not much of a guitar player. They don't hold my tears, though many I have cried in deepest sleep. All her love can't hide of all I have done. My only masterpiece are my own two eyes looking back at me. So when I close my eyes and all of my days are done, my soul will fly off to the great beyond of all I'll have done. My only masterpiece be my own two eyes looking back at me.
That's amazing. That's great, man.
That's a song about a girl, y'all.
Oh, and it's perfect timing for her to come in and do that.
Yeah, right. Here's my only word of advice. Is that you write a song like that, and I'm very, very proud of that song, and it means a lot to me. And this is the first time in probably 2 years that I played it where I didn't cry.
That's the hardest thing with kids, though, man. You can't not cry.
Yeah, totally. And then you go and have another kid, and you're like, oh, you got to write one for them now.
No, you just don't care about those kids.
And it's got to be at least half as good.
At least. I've tried so hard, y'all.
Daddy's, where's my song?
And luckily, she's only 2 years old. She doesn't know any better. As long as I can sing "Let It Go," she doesn't care right now. But I have the right idea. I just can't finish it yet. It's one of those like I wrote Alice's song on my own, so I feel like I've got to write Millie's song on my own.
You kind of do.
So hopefully one day we'll be able to share that with you guys too. But thank you guys for listening to that. And Alice, if you're listening, I love you. Now go to bed.
That's wonderful.
But David Tolliver, tell us what's, you signed this pub deal. I met you years ago when you were doing the Halfway to Hazard thing, man.
Yeah.
What's the, are you planning on putting out some new music anytime soon? Or
well,
you like the rest of us, you're like, yeah, man, I plan on it. I don't know exactly how or when, but that's what we're going to do.
Well, I put out some music at the end of, it's great timing. Here's the story of my career. I put out some music at the end of 2019. I'd compiled a bunch of songs that I'd written that nobody else cut that I loved. And I did a little 5-song EP. And I put it out, like I said, at the end of 2019, and then, of course, we all know what happened in 2020. I mean, I had booked like all these solo days to go around the country and play these wonderful places and spread my gospel of David Tolliver music around, and then the world shuts down. Right. So, I mean, it's done well, and I plan on doing some more. Hopefully, like I said, 2022 is going to look great, and hopefully I'll be out on the road with some other guys and. It's I mean, it's been a couple years, man. Nobody's really know what to do.
Here's the thing. You're not asking for my advice, but here's the thing. Cut one more song and put it on there, and it's like the deluxe version, you know?
Thank
Put it
you.
right back out.
That's the other story of my career.
That's the Garth Brooks method right there, buddy. Just package your old stuff and sell it 14 times. Buddy.
Good God. I
Walmart.
love Garth.
Exclusively at Walmart.
I absolutely love Garth. I've been on a lot of deluxe albums. It's like, hey man, we love this song. I'm gonna cut this. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna cut it later. Cool. Well, now it's gonna be on the deluxe album. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Still, but I feel like.
Only the Target version.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, I do that when I'm drinking water.
Sorry. You gotta, you have to go to Target in Memphis.
I once wrote.
to get that song.
That Target on 12th Street's got it in the.
And it feels terrible saying it, but it's so true.
Here's what's gonna happen for me. I once wrote a song to see how many different derivatives of the F word I could use in a song, and I think I got them all except for the operative. But it'll be my luck that somebody will cut that for their Walmart release or something, and it'll be like the one thing that's scratched out of the whole ring. Well, we cut the rest of it, but not that one.
I mean, I've heard some. I don't think that song would it would go over great these days. I heard one the other day, and I finally met the guy who sang it, and it was an awfully provocative song. Something about something in Dallas. I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Man, I've been with this wonderful person for about the better part of 6 years now, and if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be here. I mean, in this room, not anywhere else. I wouldn't be in this room because I'd be doing something else somewhere else. It's probably better, That's a joke. No, she really she kept me motivated and kept me moving forward, and I was lucky enough to write this song about her with our buddy Kevin Mack.
Yeah.
I know Kevin's watching because he told me not to play anything shitty.
Sorry, Kevin. He's playing one of your songs now, buddy.
Oh.
He has to interject himself everywhere, doesn't he?
He requested a song from me too.
Did he? Of course he did. Did he request one from you too, Dave?
Well, he didn't know I was playing, but no, he didn't. I feel a little bit left out because I helped write his biggest song, so
Well, see, now you probably have to play that.
If I could remember all the words, I would.
They requested you play one of his songs.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. We've drug ourselves down to talking about Kevin Mack now. I don't understand it.
Can y'all tell us the last show of the year?
Maybe the last show I ever do. I don't know. This is a song, we call it Jenna's song. Well, we don't call it. She calls it that.
There you go. She's the boss.
Yes, she is. Every time you say my name, you make the world stand still. Never been so much in love, no, I never will. Find someone with just one touch that can make me come unglued like you do. You know you do. There's nothing compares to you. Every time you walk into the room, I'm falling, I don't care if I got a parachute. There's nothing compares to you. Every time I catch your pretty eyes looking at me, I lose my breath and scared to death as my heart's skipping beats. And I can't think of one thing about you that I'd change. There's ever been a perfect, you're perfect in every way. There's nothing compares to you. Every time you walk into the room, I'm falling, I don't care if I got a parachute. There's nothing compares to you. You're everything I wanna be. everything I am. And if this world fell apart, I'm still a lucky man. 'Cause I had the chance. Nothing compares to you. Every time you walk into the room, I'm falling, I don't care if I got a parachute. 'Cause nothing compares to you. Nothing compares to you. Love you, baby.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully she's
song,
watching.
man.
I didn't do that for naught. Thank you, man.
Whether she was listening or not, I appreciate it, man.
Oh, thank you, Dave.
Good
Well, it
stuff.
can be your song if she's not watching. It'd be like the old days.
I'm so dang choked up right now. I don't even know what to think. You got me.
It.
You got me blushing over here.
Two big hairy dudes, all three of them. We're all hairy.
Oh man, Grizzly Adams
great.
definitely had a beard.
Thank you guys, and thank y'all thank everybody out there for staying in with us and watching us and putting up with our ignorance. And we wish Will the best. We wish he could be here with us, but we know he had to head out. And and this is awesome. Thank you guys for doing a platform for us to have something. I mean, it meant a lot to me back when I did it back in May, just because of we had nowhere to play, and the only place we could actually play was online. And this was a big help, and I did a few of these things. But thank you guys so much for doing this. And
well, man, we appreciate you sharing your talents and your stories and just and being here with us, man. That's what this is. This whole thing was all about. This whole thing was supposed to start out with us going out on the road and bringing our buddies along at different places. And so, obviously, like everybody else, we had to pivot. Yeah. But here we are, and while we all miss going out and playing live, and I hope everybody here will follow Southern Rounds on all your social media stuff, because we are going to be getting out and playing a little bit more live and being able to do that and bringing our buddies out here. So any of the folks that you've seen perform on here, we're going to be bringing them out there to you guys. But this right here, we kind of stumbled into something else that was really cool and have learned a lot along the way. And we definitely want to keep the live stream going at the same time. Hopefully we'll be able to kind of even combine some of those and give you guys a little bit of an experience of a live show on a live stream as well. So
that'd be great, man. I'm up for it anytime, and I'll be honored to share the stage with you guys.
Well, there you go, man. Love to have you.
Hopefully out of Nashville to where you can actually,
Yeah, right. Man, just be in the same room with people. What an idea.
What a concept.
Yeah. What if we did this in a room with people?
And people were watching. Oh, my God.
It'll never work.
It'll never work.
Well, Levi, play us a Kevin Mack song, I guess.
Yeah, he wanted Kevin. I do have to say, man, I love Kevin very much.
Great,
he's one of those people that just makes, I think, everyone happier when he walks in a room.
Totally.
But he's always on me about the song. He likes this a lot. He swears up and down that he's going to cut it and put it on one of his records.
He says that about the songs we write together.
Yeah. I wrote this one this was years ago, and I wrote this before I even met Kevin. I was watching my kids play with their cousins during Thanksgiving, and they were trying to kill themselves on playground equipment. And
it happens.
I've been there.
And my first thought was to go stop them, and then my second thought was to write this song. And so later that night, after the Black Friday shopping, we picked them up from the hospital, and I played it for them. And it seemed to lift their spirits a little bit.
Hey, if you're serious, then I'm laughing.
When I was a kid, I'd take chances. If I didn't, all my cousins would mock. A broken piece of plywood that overlooked my childhood, propped up on an old cinder block. As a child, it looked to me like 20 stories. It dropped straight down to an untimely death. So I'd start up on the hill that hit a pace that could kill. Even my bike would hold its breath. Somehow I have lost all my ambition, 'cause I know I'd never try that today. Looking way back now, between the jump and the ground, was the only time that I could ever say. But you can stand there on the ground and let your fear keep you down. But you can pick up all your courage and fly. When it comes down to the end, are you living, my friend, or just trying your best not to die? Now I got two boys that are fearless. They scare me to death half the time. Between jumping off their beds and busting up their heads, light sockets stuffed full of dimes. The youngest one climbed up the ladder, while the oldest one was screaming my name. I turned around just in time to see him dropping with a smile. He looked up at me, I swear I heard him saying, "But you can stand there on the ground and let your fear keep you down. But you can pick up all your courage and fly. When it comes down to the end, are you living, my friend, or just trying your best not to die? 'Cause every day that you're giving brings you closer to being taken away. So you can stand there on the ground and let your fear keep you down. But you can pick up all your courage and fly. When it comes down to the end, are you living, my friend, or just trying your best not to die?
Yeah, buddy. Man, I've heard you play that song before, and it's freaking awesome every time, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
I tell you what, I'll play a song I wrote with Kevin.
Please.
Just stroke Kevin Mack's ego here for a little bit. We'll play another Kevin Mack song.
That was really good. Sorry, I had to see a man about a bathroom.
The restroom.
Yeah, it's all good, buddy.
I had to see a man about going to pee.
Yeah, well, everybody
Right.
does it, you know. And I've drank 14 gallons of water since I've been here.
Don't worry. man.
I'll tell you what, we wrote this one. It was me and Wyatt Durrette, who many of y'all have seen on here, and Channing Wilson and Kevin Mack. We were all at Wyatt's place out in Isle of Palm. And we'd written a couple songs already that day, and Rusty Hamlin was there cooking food for us, which is the best part about those writers' retreats by a long shot. And we'd written a song that I don't really remember first, and then we wrote "When Granny Drinks Whiskey" that
we
day.
all drink whiskey.
And
No beer.
as I recall, was we had written those two and we felt pretty good about ourselves and we'd eaten dinner. And I remember looking up at the table and there were like 6 empty bottles of wine there. And I said to everybody, I was like, man, I got this. It just out of nowhere that in that moment, I had this idea of a song called Token on a Broken Heart. If that gives you any idea of what else we were doing.
I wonder what that was.
And Kevin started playing this little lick. And we wrote this song we wrote 80% of this song in about 10 minutes. And then Wyatt and Channing and I got together and wrote one more verse to kind of bring it all together because we just happened to be together one day. And I love it, and I'd like to cut it one day. So it goes like this. There's a blue moon shining down on me, token on a broken heart. A long-legged cricket making it ring, token on a broken heart. I got an old-time feeling coming in, token on a broken heart. But I'm doing pretty good for the shape I'm in, token on a broken heart. So I light it up, hold it in, leave the devil out in the dark. Tonight I'm rolling her memory, token on a broken heart. Chapter 1, heartbreak, says drink your whiskey dry. But I'm writing myself a new page, blowing smoke rings in the sky. Yeah, I light it up, hold it in, leave the devil out in the dark. Tonight I'm rolling her memory, token on a broken heart, yeah. Yeah, I light it up, hold it in, leave the devil out in the dark. Tonight I'm rolling her memory, token on a broken heart. And if I had my way, I'd be right back in her arms. Until I ain't, I guess I'll be token on a broken heart. Yeah, until I ain't, I guess I'll be token on a broken heart. Oh, I'm token on a broken heart, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
Just a little easy song, man. I love that little tune and really want to find a way to record that one day. Just something about those just easy feeling songs, you know?
It just makes you feel good.
It does, man.
And it's what you just said. It's sometimes it's the ones that you write in 10 minutes that are the best songs because you don't think about them too much.
Well, it's funny because the verse that we wrote like 2 years after the fact was and we had struggled because we loved the melody and loved the idea behind it, and we just it needed one more thing, and we really struggled because you don't want to be overwrought, you don't want to put it down somebody's throat or anything, you don't want to make it too sad because it's so we wrote that chapter 1 of Heartbreak says drink your whiskey dry. Because that's every song we had, you hear, but the first thing it is I'm gonna go drink your memory away and all this.
Yeah, exactly.
And this guy said, man, I'm writing myself a new page, blowing smoke rings in the sky. And we were just like, that's it. That's all we need to say. That tied the whole thing together. So it's amazing sometimes how that stuff can happen that way,
And you got to leave those little nuggets for the people listening to, because everybody has their own interpretations of songs.
Yeah.
I mean, I've listened to enough Pink Floyd to understand that somebody's going to think something different than what I do. And
Totally.
I mean, it's like reading a book. I mean, you have pictures in your mind of what's going on, and that's when you hear songs like that. It's like, oh, I know what's going on in my head. I know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in yours, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty close.
Yeah, totally. Well, and and given the subject of the song and the state of mind we were in, anything goes on that kind of thing,
Exactly.
Well, Dave, play us another song, man. I'll tell you what, I think we have time. If you play one, maybe we can do one more quick round. Just everybody plays a song and and kind of get out of here that way, because we're kind of in that.
All right.
Let's try to do one more round after this. Yeah, we'll call it a speed round, but we're gonna let
And
Dave
don't-
Tolliver play one more real quick.
And
for you
don't
guys.
feel like you have to let me play another one because I'm.
Oh no! You're the headlining act tonight.
Oh my
buddy.
God! Please don't say that. So I wrote this song. I set out to write with Johnny Bulford one day, and Johnny said some wonderful hits. "Lonely Eyes" for Chris Young, and "Woman Like You" for Lee Brice, who is my boss now. It's very awkward. I don't want Lee to be my boss, but I do. But Johnny and I had struggled. We were just butting heads and couldn't come up with anything. And he started playing this. And I said, dun, 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 dun. He goes, "Did you say then the Cobra Kai?" And I was like, "Nope. But we're going to roll with that." And this song came out, and it's about the greatest love story of all time. And if you're of a certain age, you will understand it. If you're not, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. He was a simple Jersey boy, taken from his Jersey home to the place where he was all alone. Then he met a pretty face, full of California grace. They held hands with sand between their toes. Then the Cobra Kai came in to wreck his life, made poor Danielson's mom cry. But then an Asian angel came with much karate game and an awesome Okinawa name, Miyagi.
I just put this song on hold.
With a towel in his hand, he'd wax on and off and on again till he became a man. Whoa. When the Cobra Kai came in to wreck his life, made poor Danielson's mom cry. Then an Asian angel came with much karate game and an awesome Okinawa name, Miyagi. Miyagi. But then the sensei lost his head, saying Johnny sweep the leg. We thought Danielson was surely dead, but he arose just like a crane. He kicked Johnny in the brain. Nobody back for Danielson that day. But when the Cobra Kai came in to wreck his life, made poor Danielson's mama cry. Well, then an Asian angel came with much karate game and an awesome Okinawa name, Miyagi. 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 He was a simple Jersey boy, taken from his Jersey home to the place where he was all alone.
Well, folks, Dave Tolliver just played my new favorite song.
Good night, everybody.
That's freaking awesome.
Thanks, guys.
That was incredible.
Dude,
And if you think I haven't waited with bated breath for December 31st to come along for season 4 of Cobra Kai, you're out of your mind,
dude. I grew up. I mean, I was in the age group to where we watched it in the theater and everybody stood up and clapped at the end.
It was an illegal kick.
Yeah,
it was.
It was
an illegal kick.
It was an illegal kick.
No, it's to the face. I mean, come on, dude.
You know,
If it was full power, it was an illegal kick.
You know, it's funny about this. Like, I never realized that until I watched Cobra Kai and they brought that up. And I never, as a child, I never got that.
What destroyed me about it was they made Daniel, like, when you go back and look at it, Daniel was the instigator about everything through the movie.
Yeah.
I would have probably fought him too.
Right. Dude, I've heard Johnny sing that song a couple of times. I didn't know that you wrote that with him. That's amazing. That's one of my favorite tunes of his too.
Thank you. That was an interesting day, man.
If you never write another song, you're good.
I've sent it to Sensei. I sent it to Johnny. Sent it to all those guys, and I've had no response whatsoever. So, hit them up, guys. Tell them about that song.
Yeah, dude, they haven't heard it yet. If the only reason you hadn't heard a response is they haven't heard it.
That's incredible, dude. I'm floored. I'm officially putting it on hold right now because I want to get that song.
That's great.
We're gonna do a whole video to it. I think we need to.
Phenomenal.
You guys can be in it. Let's go.
Oh, I'm totally in on that, man. That's like one of my 5 favorite movies of all time. No kidding. I think it's absolutely incredible.
Same.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks. We're right at that point where we don't want to end too early, but we don't want to go too late. So let's do one more quick round. We're going to let just everybody go speed round style. But while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and get our thank yous out of the way. Let's thank Greg and everybody in the studio for helping out with David and everybody. Man, we appreciate you guys, all your work every single week. Preetham and Evan and Bridger Scott, man, we couldn't be doing this without all the work that they do behind the scenes. Sure. Nina, Wyatt, Richard, everybody on the Blackstone team. Thank you guys. And a little special shout out to some new guys, part of the crew. Darren and John at Bubble Up, man, we appreciate what you guys are doing, helping us out and getting all the information out on websites and social media, man. We're really excited to have you guys a part of the team now. So thank you, everybody from Bubble Up. Thank, obviously, David and Levi for being here, man. And let's do one more quick round, man. And Levi, if you'd start us off, I would love for you to do that, buddy.
She'd trade Colorado if he'd take her with. Closes the door before the winter lets the cold in, and wonders if her love is strong enough to make him stay. She's answered by the taillights shining through the window pane. He said, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're a rambling man. You ain't never gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving. At a truck stop diner just outside of Lincoln. Not as black as the coffee he was drinking. And in the waitress' eyes, he sees that same old light shining, and he thinks of Colorado and the girl he left behind him. He said, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow it will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're a rambling man. You ain't never gonna change. Got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving. In the rear view he can see the fire glowing. His hesitation comes and goes without her knowing. And in the distance through the windshield, he can see the snow is falling. And he wonders if his calling is worth one more goodbye. Said I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're a rambling man. You ain't ever gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving. You were born for leaving.
That's a great song, bro.
That's Levi Lowrey. We think that one's going to be a big hit one day, y'all. Levi, my brother, it's always a pleasure just
Man,
being in your atmosphere.
likewise.
Absolutely,
It's so good to see you,
man.
buddy.
That's wonderful.
Pleasure sharing the stage with y'all.
Thank you, brother. Same.
Wrote this song with Larry Fleet. 4 a.m. Don't it come way too soon? You think by now that's something you'd be used to. You put on your coffee, cut on the news. It's gonna be hot as hell, but at least those skies are blue. You clocking in wore out, but you do what you gotta do. And I know you're tired, I know you're hurting, I know you broke down to the bone. But your bills are paid and there's smiling faces waiting on you at home. It ain't always easy, it ain't ever like you planned, oh, but man, ain't it working, man? Now you're going home while the sun's going down. You're still miles away, but you already hear the sound of a little voice saying, Daddy, come out and play. So you steal a couple more minutes from a damn good day. You're clocking in wore out and wouldn't want it any other way. And I know you're tired, I know you're hurting, I know you broke down to the bone. But your bills are paid and there's smiling faces waiting on you at home. It ain't always easy, it ain't ever like you planned, oh, but man, ain't it working, man? Yeah, it's sweat and blood and bruises, calloused hands, hard as can be. But there's bread on your table and there's presents under your tree. And I know you're tired, I know you're hurting, I know you broke down to the bone. But your bills are paid and there's smiling faces waiting on you at home. It ain't always easy, it ain't ever like you planned, all, but man, ain't it working, man? It ain't always easy, it ain't nothing like you planned, all, but man, Ain't it working, working man?
That's great, brother. Good job, man.
Thanks. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you saying that. Dave Tolliver, man, will you take us home? And thank you guys, everybody, for listening. Thank you all for listening to the last couple of years.
Yes.
We hope you guys will keep coming back. We want to keep bringing this show to you guys. Hope you guys will tune in a couple of weeks. We're going to show highlights from the entire year. And I hope you guys, hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody has a happy holiday, however it is that you celebrate, and whatever that is to you. Stay safe. Take care of each other. David Tolliver is going to take us home.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all out there for all your contributions. And God bless you. Have a safe, wonderful holiday season. Don't drink and drive. And just stay safe, please.
That's right.
We don't need anything else. But thank you, Levi. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it, y'all.
Thank you, buddy.
So this song was on our Halfway to Hazard's first album on Universal. And Tim McGraw produced it. And he heard this song. He was like, that sounds like a McGraw song. And at the time, I was real cocky, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's our song. So later on, Tim McGraw put it on one of his albums. It goes just like this. Sex in the city, and Indian food. Well, I never tried it, not until you. But it's looking like you left me with some habits I can't break. I feel kinda guilty whenever I cuss, and I lay in bed at night and I think about us. But it's looking like you left me with them habits I can't break. Change me, babe. Given enough time, girl, you might save me. Then again, you might have just gone crazy, trying to love a music man. Don't worry, honey, I understand why you went running from me. I guess I really should have seen it coming, 'cause I'll always die by my own hand. Ran into your daddy last Saturday night and finally admitted he might have been right. Oh, all the times he told me you're just too good for me. But you changed me, babe. Given enough time, girl, you might save me. But then again, you might have just gone crazy and tried to love a music man. Don't worry, hon, I understand why you went wrong from me. I guess I really should have seen it coming. I'll always die by my own hand. She changed me, babe. And given enough time, girl, you might save me. Then again, you might have just gone crazy trying to love her music, man. Don't worry, hon. Well, I understand why you went wrong from me. I guess I really should seen it coming. I'll always die my way. Girl, I don't blame you for nothing, 'cause I'll always die by my own way. Thank y'all so much. Have a wonderful night. Merry Christmas.
That's David Tolliver. Thank
Great
you,
song.
brother, for being here. Levi Lowrey, as always, my brother, a pleasure having you here. Thank you for everybody behind the scenes, but most importantly, y'all, to y'all who have tuned in and to everybody who tunes in every other week, man, thank you guys so much for keeping this alive, for supporting songwriters and supporting what we do, and for tonight for supporting what's going on in Kentucky. We want to do whatever we can to help out our communities and our neighbors to the north. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tune in a couple weeks for a best of for the last year, and we'll see you guys again in 2022. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Thanks, guys.